Hello everyone. I'm going to title this video Be a Lion, because today I liken myself to a lion, and the reason for that is that I always have this feeling inside of wanting to protect justice and things that are right, and protect my family and protect people who are good and people who haven't caused any harm to anyone. So I realised that I want to be a lion. I want to be running with the pack of lions. I don't want to be somebody who's left behind or trying to catch up. I want to be a lion who defends people and defends what's right. And I think that's what I've been doing over the last year, trying to defend really right speak. Instead of wrong speak, I'm trying to defend right speak. And I also want to try and encourage people to say no, not to be pressured into anything. Because at the end of the day, we all have to look out for ourselves. Nobody is going to come and rescue you from making any decisions. You have to make your own decisions, basically. I think what's happening is there's a lot of changes started coming, and we're in this terrible year of, it's been a year since the COVID thing started over last year, and we're all trying to deal with all the stress, and the pressure is mounting from anyone. I can assure you I won't be pressured into anything, and I know a lot of people aren't going to be pressured into anything, so I want you to be able to feel that you don't have to be pressured. I think we're going to all come to some realizations over the next few months, and I've been coming to realizations for quite a while now, because I've had a period of contemplation with going through illnesses over the last few years on and off, and I'm been just dealing with things this last year, so I've had a lot of contemplating time, and I know everybody's had contemplative time with us all having this, having to stay indoors. And so I think the best thing we can do is to, firstly, stop watching the TV, the news, stop reading any articles, and you'll feel so much better. Because I've noticed when I watch anything that is completely contrary to what I believe, I start to get all jittery in my stomach, just jittery, and it's unease. Now, you don't want that, and so I just don't watch any of that sort of thing. I want to remain on the positive lane. I am on the positive lane, I am not on the negative lane, and we all need to do things that are positive. Quite often this morning I was listening to some lovely music with a video of some horses galloping through woods and over fields, and it was really inspirational and just so peaceful. And I could just sit and look at it but not think anything, because that's another thing. A really good rest is when you stop your mind talking to you, because the mind talking is the ego, and is to just actually empty your mind and just sort of be. I've said this before in my last video, just be within yourself, but it's very difficult, and you can maybe only do it for a minute or a few seconds actually when you first start, but you just empty your mind and just be, because that's when inspirational thoughts start coming into you. I think what's been happening over these generations is that we've all been coerced really into running our lives the way that we think we should be doing, and which is going out to work on this, all the time, to earn a bit of money, to pay our bills, to pay your mortgage, and we've all got suckered into that trap, and we're all, we can all watch telly at night just to unwind, and we have to watch what we're given, up until YouTube and everything, and other TV channels came on stream. We were limited, particularly my day, we were limited to what we could watch, and I really feel it was a lot better in them days, some of the stuff that you see now. But we have had some fantastic advancements and some fantastic things, you know, with the computers and things, the internet. I think it's a fantastic thing, and we've all got much more freedom. But with the freedom, we've also got much more, as individuals, we're all becoming more and more forward thinking and intelligent, because we've got more information to our fingertips, you see. In the olden days, all we could get information from was what we were told at school, which was half the time was a load of rubbish, and universities, which again is just indoctrinated into something that we're told we should think, which isn't, to me, my mind, I don't agree with it anyway. But life skills are the best skills, that's all I can say. But we would have to look into an encyclopedia to find anything out if we wanted to find information out. But these days, you can look on. Then we started looking at documentaries on television, you see, and so we found all of our information out from documentaries, which is brilliant. And we all, we just went along and thought we all know what is. Yeah, we do. We all know what is. And all this thing of being mindful was sort of shunned, by press and media and stuff. There wouldn't have people who talked about being mindful and any other realm besides what the perceived realm is that we were always told was. We were, people were ridiculed, But now we've got all these modern young people, and there are a lot more people that are actually very spiritual, which is really interesting. But also we can find out a lot of information on different channels, geography channels. There's things that you're finding out all the time about, digging up bones from hundreds of years, millions of years ago, thousands of years ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago. So there's so much information out there. It's so interesting. And what I want to say is, because it's not on the mainstream TV, that doesn't mean to say they're lying. It's people who have gone out there, they go out there, they discover new things, they pass it on to you. It's the same like me. If I want to show somebody how to make a beautiful wreath, Christmas wreath, I could do a video about it if I wanted. I'm not lying about it. I'm showing people, I'm teaching. And that's how I feel about the internet. I feel that all of the information that you can gather from all the different sources, it is like, I said to my husband this morning, it's like a university degree. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of hours watching things and learning things, and it's absolutely marvellous. But the trouble is with that, you see, when you start realising that all these things that are happening, you start to find out lots of things. But your mind does expand. So I think for quite a few years now, I've sort of thought, what on earth is going on? This doesn't seem right. This doesn't feel right. And we all run around on this treadmill, working hard all the time, thinking we're doing what we should be doing, for everybody else, and we're thinking what everybody else thinks about us. Now I really don't care what people think about me, because you've got to love yourself, and you've got to stand there in your truth. And I stand in my truth. And that is because I know the truth of my truth. You can stand in your truth too. And years ago, I would ask questions, well, who said this is this, and why is that called that? Who's given these things these names, And the more you are open to asking questions, rather than just blotching it all out, or just go away, just leave me alone, I don't want to know, I've got enough to think about, I've got that to do, I've got this to do. Rather than thinking that, and if you stop and ask questions, lo and behold, you get answers. You really do get answers. That whether that's your higher self telling you or not, I don't know. But it's wisdom. It's called wisdom. When people say, oh, that person's a wise person, a lot of these people, have a lot of time to sit around and contemplate and learn and just be and know and see. So what I want you to do is to try and feel in your heart how you're feeling. Because I know there's a lot of fear in there with a lot of people. But if you're feeling fear in your heart, try and get right back down to the basics. and love yourself, because we are all beautiful inside and we are all beautiful outside. You can love yourself because you are a sovereign being. You were born onto this planet a beautiful sovereign being, and everything else that has caused you to be anything that you don't want to be is actually not your fault. It's been preconceived notions and ideas forced on people, okay, and people take it on board, and then they don't realize that they actually have got the power. We have got the power to love ourselves. Oops, that's my bread. I've got some bread that I've got on the go, baking some kneading, so I'll have to go in a minute. But yeah, just love yourselves and go within and look out for your safe being, and look out for your family and your community, particularly in your family and your community. I joined our local church a few years ago, and the reason for that is because I was really bothered about the community and wanted to be part of the community, and to me that is a good thing. I was also a member of a wonderful choir in about 2011. I joined this wonderful choir that was it was put together by a lady called Rosemary Field, and she put together this ladies diocesan choir, and I used to go all over Lincolnshire with other ladies singing these beautiful songs, and she wrote quite a lot of songs. She was very talented, beautiful spirit, and she wrote a song, and it came to me this morning, and the words in the song are if there is to be peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. If there is to be peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities. If there is to be peace in the cities, there must be peace in the neighbours, with the neighbours. And if there is to be peace with the neighbours, there must be peace in the home. And if there is to be peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. And that was absolutely, and is, one of my most favourite beautiful songs, and I used to so enjoy singing that song. And I used to sing top soprano in that. I couldn't believe it, because when I joined, I always used to sing alto in other groups that I've been in before. Anyway, we had to do this audition to get into this choir, and she says, you're a top soprano. I said, me? What? Top soprano? Oh, do you know, it was hard, but I absolutely loved it, and I think of those days often. I do love those days. But what I'm trying to say is, we do need peace in the heart and peace in the home. And I know there are couples and people all over that are reading things and finding out lots of things like I am doing, and some people can't talk to their partners or their family, and this is causing division. Now, at the end of the day, when we all find out new things, we're not finding out these new things and trying to we believe it deep in our heart, and we only want the good. And if your loved one is talking things about things that you don't really agree with, that person is probably talking from a place of love, and this person is wanting to say, you know, bring people together. We don't need division. We need to unite. We need unity. And with that being said, I will, in the words of Gina, one of my favourite people that I watch on YouTube, I will go now and sort out my bread, and I'll probably come on another day. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.